Hello friends, and welcome to today's video where I will share with you my experience of the first year for me here in YouTube, and I will also walk you through some of the artwork I've created during this year and share with you some of my favorite pieces from my sketchbooks, and also tell you how the journey has been so far and also what plans I have for the future. So prepare yourself some coffee or tea or something nice and warm, and I hope that you will enjoy seeing some art and hearing some reflections. So when I started my channel a year ago, and it has been exactly 1 year since my first video on the day that this video will be published, when I started my channel, I didn't have very big expectations, or I didn't actually set any huge goals or things I wanted to achieve with this channel. Basically, what I wanted to do was to create a space for me to share my love and inspiration and also joy of making art. So this little bird was the first drawing that I shared here on my channel, and I have to say that at that point I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, so it was just doing and learning. But I decided to go ahead and start this channel and then kind of learn along and yes, just develop this into something that would bring me joy and also hopefully inspire and bring some joy to others. So this little bird, even though it is by no means the best video on this channel, but this one still holds a very, very special place in my heart. Prior to this, I had never shared any of my art in any of the social media platforms. So I came to YouTube with zero audience, and I was very nervous to do that, to be honest. Of course, when you come out here, and anyone who has started their YouTube journey probably can relate to the feeling that even though you would be making the videos and the art just for you, and kind of you would anyway do that, but it's still kind of, yes, it's very exciting, and it makes you feel a bit nervous that what would people think about your art and would anyone actually find your videos. But this was the first little drawing with pan pastels and colored pencils that I shared here on my channel. At that point I was not yet sure where this channel would be heading, and I had lots of ideas in my head and kind of different visions and ideas what I could do. But one thing was for sure for the beginning already, and from the beginning, and it was that I would be creating nature art, and that's what you can see here. That's what I have been mostly creating, I would say 99% during this year. During the spring, I also published this video. I think this was actually the third video already on my channel. So this was very early on last year. And in this video, I showed how to draft and how to create these cute little birds with Neocolor 2 crayons. And I remember this page very well, because that was one evening when I was very tired and I didn't exactly know what to do, and then I decided, okay, I'm going to draw some birds because that's something I love to do. You have seen lots of birds here on this channel, and I created this little page in my sketchbook. And I don't think this video actually made too well in the beginning, but something happened, I'd say in April, May last year, and all of a sudden more and more people actually found this video, and I believe that many of you who are watching have already seen this or has even found your way to this channel through this video. But I still like this page a lot. I think it kind of captures what this channel is all about. So it's about creating what you love, enjoying the art supplies that you already have and that give you a lot of joy, and also sharing some little bird friends with you, my lovely viewers. So during last spring, I remember there were times when I was not sure if I would continue to to do YouTube. It just felt like a lot of work to kind of learn all the things and to try to understand the algorithm, which, by the way, I still don't understand. So I just create videos and send them out there and hope that they will inspire someone. But there were times when I was really thinking that, what am I doing, and is this something I can keep going? Because art is not my day job. I have a totally different day job, and rather demanding one. And it has been a lot of work for me to learn the good rhythm and processes to create these videos. But now that I look back, and I think I have published 75 long form videos here on my channel this far and by now. And now that I look back, I'm just so happy that I pulled through those more difficult first months when it was a lot of learning for me. But then months got by, and during the summer, I think there was kind of a very meaningful moment for me when it comes to this channel. And these little landscapes represent that moment very well. This landscape that can be found near to my home. It is a scenery from one of my favorite places to take a day trip to and do a bit of hiking and spending a nice day outdoors by a lake. And I created this landscape with Neocolor tools, and I think this was probably the first video that performed a little bit better from the beginning. Nothing super, but it was very meaningful for me. And at this point, I also realized that, okay, my audience really enjoys Neocolor too, and my way of showing how you can create something using only Neocolor 2 crayons. And that's something that I have been interested and very much inspired by for many years by now. And I wanted to share that also here on my channel. A bit uncertain if people would enjoy it, but I was so happy, and I'm still so happy to know that this was one of those videos which many of you actually enjoyed a lot, and that has inspired you to also create and explore your crayons a bit more. So at this point, during summer, I decided that, okay, on this channel we'll be focusing on nature, landscapes, birds, all those beautiful, pretty things that we can find around us, and that I will be sharing a lot more Neocolor 2 videos here, because that's a medium that I really enjoy so much, and I could even say it is my #1 favorite medium at this point. So this was very meaningful for me, and now that I look back and I watch and can see everything I've done here, there are some really, really beautiful elements and beautiful techniques here. So sometimes it's actually good to study your own artwork and see what you have done, and kind of all those little details that you might not notice when you are actually working on it, but afterwards you can see it with some fresh eyes. But yeah, this one holds a very, very special place, because this was one of those videos and one of those art pieces that actually defined what this channel is all about and what it is today. Then I want to share with you this little page on my sketchbook. This was when I shared with you my limited palette of Inktense pencils for autumn season. And why this is meaningful is that, first of all, I just love this page. I love all these details or the fun techniques that I showed you in this video, and the colors. I mean, this is just beautiful. And as said, I don't actually browse through my sketchbooks often enough now that I see all these art pieces, and I went through everything that I've created to pick up the favorites for this video. I learned again to appreciate what I've created a little bit more. So this was a very meaningful video for me, because, as you know, on this channel I want to share the message that you should always discover and learn to use the art supplies that you already have, and learn to love them. And there is no reason why you should all the time acquire something new or make huge art supply hauls all the time, but you actually have a lot of wonderful things already. And that's why I want to speak for limited palettes, because you don't need that many colors. And if you have a huge set of pencils, like I have loads of Inktense pencils, it might be worth it to limit your palette for a few months or so, because that way you will kind of learn more about the colors and how they work together and find new inspiration. So don't have everything available all the time. Learn to love what you have and discover new opportunities. And with this, I also decided that I will make this a quarterly thing here on my channel. So I have already shared with you my limited palette of Inktense pencils for winter, and next up will be, of course, spring, and that will be coming your way probably next month or early March. But yes, this is one page that I really continue to enjoy. There has been also loads of other Inktense videos, but there was also one video where I showed you how to paint these gouache blueberries. And actually this video didn't perform too well, but I don't actually care. Because I really enjoyed painting this little piece, and it still makes me smile. I think that's also what this channel is all about. And as said, I think YouTube it's not easy. It really isn't easy. And anyone who has been doing YouTube for a longer period of time, I take my hat off for you, because it's not easy. And the thing that keeps me going is that I create art that makes me happy, and I would create that anyway. Of course, when I have this channel, it encourages me to create a bit more art that I would probably do otherwise. And that was also one reason why I started this channel, so that I would regularly take the time to create and use this wonderful creativity that I've been given. So this little piece and this little page just makes me smile, because I was very happy with this little painting and how it turned out. And it also shows that, you know, do what you love to do and be true to yourself. Then next, I could actually talk about YouTube Shorts. So that was something I did try out during the year. And I don't know, when I started my channel, I made a couple of YouTube Shorts. I didn't exactly know how it worked, because as said, this has been a huge learning curve and a journey of learning and improving my skills. But then I took a break for many months, and in September and October I did this small series. I think it will lasted for a month or so, where I created and posted daily small nature drawing pieces with Neocolor IIs. And these are some of those drawings that I shared during that period. And even though it was fun, I mean, I had so much fun creating these small drawings, and I also wanted to inspire everyone and show you that it actually can be that you can only have like 5 minutes a day, but if you want to use that for your art, it is plenty of time and you can create something really beautiful. And I did this for a while, and there are quite many drawings here, but then I realized that okay, YouTube Shorts, they are not for me. I'm much more someone who enjoys creating these kind of longer videos and long form content, and show you the process, like the whole process of creating something. So I ended my YouTube Shorts journey, and yeah, it might be that I'll get back to this. There is still plenty of room here on this little sketchbook, but for now I decided in October that okay, I will focus on longer videos, and YouTube Shorts they can be someone else's area. But what I did decide to focus on was Neocolor IIs. And I continued to create Neocolor 2 videos here on my channel. As said, during the summer months I decided that's the way to go for me. But I also decided at one point that I will have a theme month in November. So I launched my Neocolor November. And that was a lot of fun. I had so much fun trying to figure out what kind of videos I would share and how much there would be actually me drawing something and how much I would be sharing some of my favorite color mixes or techniques with you. And this little squirrel is one of the art pieces I made during Neocolor November. And this actually comes to show the reasons why I love Neocolor 2s so much and why I want to also show them here on my channel. Because you can see how versatile they are. You can get these really beautiful paint-like impressions, and you can make beautiful color mixes. But and there's also a way to make it really opaque, like I've done here. But then you can also use it to make a bit more rough texture. And look at this little fluffy tail. I just really like this. So yes, this was one of my favorite pieces that I created during November, and it still continues to hold a special place in my heart. This has also inspired me to take out these kind of larger watercolor papers every now and then and use my crayons on a very large scale. I know that many people enjoy using Neocolor 2 as part of their mixed media and in their kind of smaller sketchbooks, but I also want to challenge everyone here on my channel and encourage everyone to try out something a bit different every now and then. And that's why I want to also demonstrate how much you can actually do with just one medium. Even though it would be some crayons, you can create so much with them. So that was the Neocolor November, and during that month I also got loads of new subscribers, and that was of course very, very lovely. So yes, actually I think this is something I shared even earlier. The timeline is not quite there, but I also wanted to show you this little page in my sketchbook. And the reason is that this was the video I made about watercolor pencils and reasons why you should love your watercolor pencils. And yes, I don't know exactly what it is about this page and this little sketch that makes me so happy, but I really love this. Every time I see this, it makes me happy and smile. I think it's something about the different textures and techniques, the same that I showed you where I used the Inktense pencils, that you can do so much with them and create so much and kind of show your own creativity. And this is also something I want to do more and more here on my channel, to encourage everyone to discover new ways to use your art supplies and get to know them more and more, because I think that's what will kind of give you that experience, that you don't need to accumulate new things all the time. Then let's talk a bit more about Neocolor 2s, because why not? And here you can see this little rose that I also created during Neocolor November. So this was something that I created to show you different techniques and again different ways to use the art supplies that you have. And I think there is just something special about this little piece. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's about the colors. I really enjoy how I use the colors here, because there is this beautiful light and kind of very happy yellow, and then there is a bit more of the purple and pink shades. I just think it's really, really pretty. It might also be that I felt that I was a bit more loose with my art with this little flower, and I just enjoyed the process and wanted to show you how you can use these crayons in a very creative way and just do some quick sketches. And then I have also continued to show these kind of more thorough landscapes and how to create different details when you are painting and drawing landscapes, and also different techniques. This is one little sketch that I also enjoyed so much. I enjoyed the process so much, and now that I see it, I see some really beautiful areas and beautiful, interesting techniques here throughout the page. So there is definitely also something to learn when I look back to my own arts. I have also shared loads of mixed media on this channel, and this blackbird was the first drawing. I think it was the first drawing I shared you this year. I actually made this one on New Year's Eve, and here I showed you kind of fun creative techniques, how to make the background pop and how to create a very simple but still effective little blackbird. Mixed media is something that I have kind of discovered only in recent years, and I enjoy mixed media a lot. And even though I have been learning with it, I think there is still so much I could learn in mixed media, so I will definitely continue to also show you more mixed media during the upcoming months. And then I think one of my latest videos that I've shared with you is this little Inktense winter scene, and I wanted to also share this one here in this video because I think this also captures the essence of my channel and why this channel means so much to me. So I take daily walks with my dog, and I go outside with my dog several times a day usually. And what I do these days is that I just enjoy discovering those little small moments when the time seems to stop and you can just be very present and see what is around you and what is happening out there. And it gives me this beautiful inspiration and memory that I will want to then capture on paper. And even though this little winter scenery is totally out of my imagination, but it was inspired by a little bunny rabbit that was sitting in the middle of the road when we were taking one morning walk with my dog. And that's what often happens, that I see something, a little detail out there, or a little creature, or some special tree, or bird, or just a rock, or a beautiful part of a river or something, and it inspires me. And it has also helped me to kind of root and stop and be very, very present in that moment. And then I can create some art that kind of captures that feeling. So that's what I wanted to share this one with you also here in this video. So what will happen going forward here on this channel? I have been debating a lot what to do with this channel. At one point during, I think, November, December, I was debating whether this channel should focus solely on Neocolor2s, or if I should, what I should do with this channel in general. And I've decided to continue my YouTube journey. So thank you everyone who's been already here, part of this journey so far. Let's continue to create together also during this year. But I've also decided that I will try to keep up with the rhythm of giving you 2 new videos per week. Sometimes, to be honest, sometimes that is challenging because, as said, my day job takes it time, but that's kind of what I'm aiming for. And the idea is, and my kind of vision is, that 1 video per week will be about Neocolor2s. So there will be weekly Neocolor2 video here on my channel this year. And then the other video will be an extra one. It might be Inktense, it might be mixed media, it might be watercolor or colored pencils, something that you have seen already earlier. So something, there won't be kind of new mediums, or at least I don't know at this point that there would be any new mediums, but it will be something familiar, but new art that I'm creating with kind of familiar art supplies. Going forward, I'm not planning to make any art hauls on this channel. That's something that I decided already a year ago, that this channel is not the place for art supply hauls, because, as said, I want to spread the message that overconsumption and hoarding things just for the sake of getting new things, it's it's not sustainable. But I want to encourage everyone to use what you have and love what you have already. It doesn't mean that you wouldn't see some new additions to my crayon selection of crayons or colored pencils. I'm totally not against people purchasing new art supplies, but the idea of giving you art supply hauls every month, it's just something that's not for me. So you won't be seeing any of those kinds of hauls on this channel, but you will see Neocolor 2 videos and other art videos and tips and tricks, and the channel will pretty much continue as it has been so far. So I want to spread the joy and give you hopefully some inspiration for your art. At this point, I really want to thank every one of you who's been part of this journey through during the past year. It has been so much fun watching this channel grow, and also reading your lovely comments, how my art has inspired you. Actually, that feels so amazing, and there are days when I can't believe it that it's just so lovely to hear, because as said, I have been creating art just for me for years, for decades, and now that I know that some of my small little pieces of creativity can inspire someone else to also create something, that means so much. So thank you everyone who has been part of this channel. Thank you for watching these videos and giving me comments and likes. It means the world. So that was all I wanted to share with you today. Just an experience that I've had during the past 12 months and sharing some of my favorite art pieces with you. I hope that you will enjoy your own art journey as always, and new videos will be coming your way very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.